Hello, Star Wars fans. My name is Sefra Jerome, and I'm a longtime Star Wars fan. So today I was poking around as I always do, and it seems like more and more rumors are coming out, as we know, for Episode 9 or Plan 9 from Outer Space, however you want to call what's coming next. As we know, or as anyone who follows me on social media knows, my main interest in the Star Wars stories was always about Luke Skywalker, and then once Kylo Ren was invented, I have a interest in Kylo Ren. So today, I've been hearing a lot of rumors. Well, all week I've been hearing rumors that, first of all, there's speculation on when there's going to be a trailer dropped. 'Cause Disney does have to start getting the fans excited now for Episode 9, especially since we didn't leave Episode 8 on a cliffhanger, so they have to start from scratch to get us excited about what's going to happen next, because traditionally in a trilogy of any kind, chapter 1 and chapter 2 would end on a big cliffhanger so that you're all excited for the next story. And so Return of the Jedi could have had a cliffhanger if they'd had Luke on the rock and passing out as he stares, hallucinates Tatooine, instead of having the stuff after he passes out on the rock, where we go on to learn that he is actually dead, and then all these little children who never got rescued but the animals did, are chilling in their child slavery place talking about Luke Skywalker and how he is a legend, but the timeline on that I'm not sure either. So anyway, so now there's no excitement for the next one because nothing's really happened and there's nothing to look forward to. Obviously, episode 7, we were all excited because Rey handed Luke the lightsaber, and then we were all excited to hear what Luke's first words in 40 years would be. And of course, we know what happened next. So anyway, so now there's work to be done, because, a lot of people loved The Last Jedi and a lot of people did not. So episode 9 has to appease both sets of fans. So this first few trailers coming out are really going to be important to get us interested again and to kind of set the tone on what this movie's even going to be about, because I can't even imagine what it's about. Kylo might be going to the dark side. Rey, we don't know we don't know what's happening. We don't care. Like, there's no plan. We don't even know why they're fighting. What are they fighting for? Maybe we do know and I just don't know. So the new trailer will be interesting to see. So there's rumor that it'll come out this month, but I'm filming this December 5th, so it may come out this month. Because traditionally, since Disney took over Star Wars, it seems like there's a Star Wars every December pretty much. So it makes sense that they would drop a trailer around Christmas time to get us excited, and of course for them to sell some toys and people get excited. And then, but then there's talk about doing the trailer during the Super Bowl, which I believe is in January. It's always around my birthday, and that's the only reason why I know it exists at all, because it's around my birthday and screws up my birthday. So it might drop then, or maybe they'll do one in December and one then. I don't know. And then Star Wars Celebration, whenever that happens, they may do it then. I personally think they should do all three, because they really need to work hard at getting people excited, and to give us a sense of where it's going without giving away too much. And then, speaking of where it's going, a lot of rumors about leaks and stuff from the set of, and I think Disney's leaking on purpose a lot of things because they know half the fan base is not too excited anymore. So it looks like Kylo Ren is rebuilding his helmet, or he's rebuilding Darth Vader's helmet. But he'll have a helmet, thank God, because I love looking at Kylo's face. I think Adam Driver's really hot. But to me, what made Kylo Ren scary in The Force Awakens was the fact you couldn't see his face, as with any monster, whether you're watching Halloween or anything. The mask is always scarier, so he would definitely be scarier with a mask. especially if you don't see the spoiled baby face. He'd be far more threatening to people that don't know him. Because when he first took his mask off in The Force Awakens, I really was expecting like a crazy looking alien or another scarred up Darth Vader. And then when he took his helmet off and he was like this gorgeous young man, I was like, whoa, this is different. So and the helmet will have the red crystalline things in it. I guess the same thing he built his lightsaber with. And this will do something. But to me, my questions are, first of all, so I'm very glad they're going to get back to the Darth Vader worshiping Kylo that we originally met, because they didn't really follow through with that storyline. And to me, that was interesting, especially these days since I go to like a lot of cosplay conventions. I personally don't really dress up because I'm the fortune teller and I sell books and stuff, but I love seeing everyone dressing up in cosplay. So, that's exciting. So it's nice to get him back into this, for society reasons, that he would be cosplaying Darth Vader or worshiping or being a fan, because Star Wars fans are cosplayer fans and they could get on board with Kylo being, wanting to be like Darth Vader, because they all do, And so what I find, I still have questions because it was never answered in episode 8. Where he got Darth Vader's helmet to begin with. Did he get it on eBay? Did he find it? Did Maz give it to him? Did Leia give it to him, or Luke? Or, how did he get this helmet, Darth Vader's helmet? And then with his own helmet, the last time we saw Kylo Ren wear his very own helmet was in The Force Awakens when he's on the catwalk and Han is trying to talk to him on the catwalk, and Han says something like, "Oh, I want to see my son," or the face of my son, and then Kylo says, "What do you think would happen if you did?" And then he pulls off the helmet and he puts it on the catwalk. Then he kills his dad, and all hell breaks loose, and everybody runs away. Starkiller Base blows up, and the end, right? So where did that helmet go? Did one of the stormtroopers come and pick it up and put it away? Did the helmet get off Starkiller Base somehow? Because he has it in The Last Jedi. He wears it. Somehow he magically got it from Starkiller Base that blew up, and he's wearing it in The Force Awakens, and he like smashes it into the wall on the elevator or whatever that is. And I don't even know, if it actually broke, that'd be pretty silly because it's supposed to be a protective helmet, so I would hope it hadn't broken. And yeah, and then it's gone again. But lots of people say, oh, he probably has like 1,000 helmets, and it's a whole room of helmets, and he just had to go. He probably has one on every ship, and so on. So I don't know. So I hope they answer, because that's really, as a continuity nerd, it really I still can't wrap my head around where he even got the helmet for The Last Jedi. Now if he's going to have the helmet again, where did he get it again? But I'm excited. I hope that maybe they'll bring back some of this Darth Vader stuff, and I really, really hope that they make Kylo a super bad villain who just kills everyone and maybe even kills Rey. That he's irredeemable, so he can be the blackest of the Black Knights. And then hopefully Luke gets resurrected, because he's Jesus now anyway, so maybe he'll get resurrected by Leia. We'll sprinkle some magic droid juice on him or something, and he'll pop up from the dead, and he'll be back in the flesh and can actually be the Luke Skywalker we want to see. I've always said I didn't have a lot of problems with him in The Last Jedi being a crusty old man. I didn't really, but I did have problems with them killing him just because he did a Skype call. That is what upsets me. I'd like to see him die a heroic death, because he has to die at some point, but it'd be nice if he could come back and be a human and do some cool stuff before he's killed for good. Anyways, that's today's thoughts. I told you I'm going to be having lots of thoughts between now and next year. So subscribe to the channel. Tell me what you want to know. Here on Sephra's channel, Sephra's World channel, I talk about Star Wars, and I talk about writer stuff, and I give monthly horoscopes. So that's all the goodies you'll get if you come along here. You can support me on Patreon. I teach classes on Udemy for tarot reading, how to be a horror writer, and how to be a background performer or an extra in movies and TV. Okay, so see you next time, maybe in a few minutes. Bye for now.